Hello students, so welcome back to the channel. In this video we are going to study about one PGR, that is ethylene, and this ethylene is your gaseous PGR. Is it clear? This is the gaseous PGR. It can fit in both the categories. It can be promoter as well as inhibitor, but it is largely an inhibitor of growth activities. So it is a gaseous PGR. Okay, then it can fit in both categories. Can fit in both categories. Which categories? Promoter as well as inhibitor. So it can fit in both categories. That is, it can be promoter also and inhibitor also. But it is largely an inhibitor of growth activity. All these are of line of NCERT. Please focus it carefully, okay? They are inhibitor of growth activities. Now first let us study about discovery. So it was the cousin, HH cousins, and they have studied in the year 1910, and they confirmed it also that volatile substance is released by ripe orange. Means ripe orange is there, and this ripe orange is releasing some volatile substance. And this volatile substance will make the ripening faster of unripe banana which are kept near. Make ripening faster of unripe banana. Means the banana were unripe and they were ripening now faster when the chemical is coming from the ripe orange. So ripening is faster of unripe banana which are kept nearby. And later on it was identified that this volatile substance, what it is released, this is ethylene. So it was identified as ethylene. So this was again a type of PGR. Is it clear? Which is the gaseous PGR. Precursor of ethylene is one amino acid, that is methionine. Methionine is an amino acid. This is sulfur containing amino acid. Okay, and this is the one which is used to prepare the methionine. Now let us study the physiological effects and functions. Now see, the first function is it is responsible for transverse or horizontal growth. Either you say transverse or you say horizontal growth. This is a bioassay for ethylene also. We say triple response. It will inhibit, ethylene will inhibit longitudinal growth. It will inhibit longitudinal growth and will promote transverse growth. This is the first response, and it promotes transverse growth. Second response is it will also lead to the formation of apical hook in dicot seedling. It promotes apical hook formation. Apical hook in dicot seedling. All these are line of NCERT. Please focus carefully. Okay, I'm just converting into the points. Third function is its swelling of axis is going on. It promotes swelling of axis, due to which stem looks swollen. So this is actually three responses are there. First response, it promotes transverse growth. Second response, apical hook in dicot seedling. And third response is swelling of axis. So it is also known as triple response of ethylene. Triple response, please, very important, which is going to be a bioassay for ethylene. Now, second, it is actually promoting the senescence and abscission in organs like leaves and flower. So, abscission and senescence, we can say it promotes, ethylene promotes, okay? Promotes in especially organ like leaves and flowers. Ethylene is also responsible for fruit ripening. We call ethylene as a ripening agent. Sorry, beta, just 1 minute. Ethylene is a ripening agent and it causes ripening of fruits, especially climatic fruits. So it causes ripening of climatic fruit. Now, what do you mean by the word climatic fruit? See, try to understand. These are the fleshy fruits which show sudden increase in the rate of respiration at the time of ripening. So they are fleshy fruit which shows increase in the rate of respiration. At the time of ripening. Okay, so such type of effect is also known as, this increase in the rate of respiration is also known as respiratory climatic. This is again very important question area. Respiratory climatic means increase in the rate of respiration at the time of ripening. So this is very important function. Now next important function is it is helping in breaking the dormancy of seed and buds. So breaking dormancy. Dormancy is a condition in which seed is not able to germinate because of some internal factor. So it breaks dormancy in seeds, in buds, and also it is helping in the germination of the peanut seeds. It helping in germination of peanut seeds. And it is promoting the sprouting of potato tuber. All these are your question areas. Sprouting of potato tuber. You know very well potato tuber, if you keep it in the cold storage, they will not, the axillary bud will not go for sprouting. But it will, if you apply ethylene, it will help in the sprouting of the potato tuber. Now it is responsible for elongation of the stem, elongation of internode or petiole. Internode means stem part and petiole, you know, leaf part. So elongation of this in deep water rice plant. Now again important question area, please focus. If they give you internode elongation, if they give only internode elongation and they don't mention any plant, then your answer will be gibberellic acid. And if they say ki internode elongation in rice plant, then your answer will be ethylene. Is it clear? Because generally the student get confused with the internode elongation only. Because when we say internode elongation, our mind always speak for gibberellic acid. Yes, it is true, it is for gibberellic acid, answer will go. But if they are mentioning with the rice plant, that time your answer will be your ethylene. Is it clear? Petiole elongation is the one which is associated with ethylene only. Now next important is root growth and root hair formation. Is it clear? and root hair also. So lateral root growth as well as root hair growth, both are associated with the ethylene. Root hair formation. Now focus on one thing, please remember. In the auxin, I'm just writing it here. In the auxin, we have studied auxin initiate rooting in stem cutting. It initiates rooting in stem cutting. Means the stem cutting part, just like your rose, if suppose rose plant is there, you bring the stem cutting, dip in the auxin solution, it will initiate the root. Root initiation, I'm focusing please. Root initiation is by auxin, but root growth means that adventitious root, that is associated with the ethylene. So if suppose they ask you question carefully, please focus carefully. If they ask you question, who is responsible for lateral root growth, then your answer for the lateral root growth will be ethylene. And if they ask you who is responsible for root initiation, then your answer will be auxin. Now, one more thing, let me highlight it. See, if they ask you root initiation, then obviously your answer is going for auxin. Right now we have explained you. And if suppose they ask you root hair formation, then your answer will be ethylene. Is it clear? This one, ethylene, is responsible for root hair formation. So this is the way how the questions they ask you. Now let me explain you here one more concept. It is not associated with auxin or ethylene, but just try to understand adventitious shoot formation. Adventitious shoot formation, if you remember, that was work of the cytokinin. Is it clear? So adventitious root formation is a work of auxin, but adventitious root growth, I'm writing it here, adventitious root growth, that is a work of ethylene. So where growth, where formation, please remember when you are solving the questions. This is very, very important. So I have highlighted it. I hope it will help you to understand the concept. Where you are confused with the question area, it will not. Now your problem might be solved. Okay. Now for flowering, it is there in pineapple, flowering and synchronized fruit set. Flowering and synchronized fruit set is because of ethylene. Means immediate after flowering, fruit formation will be going on. So this is with the ethylene. Now, if you remember, auxin promotes flowering in pineapple. Their only flowering is there. No, they are not taking fruit formation has to be done, but they will promote flowering in pineapple. Check in your NCERT 248 page, okay? And match with the 250 of ethylene. Few areas you have to match it. Sorry, but I wrote it 2 times, flowering. It promotes flowering in pineapple. With respect to auxin is given. But with respect to ethylene, it is there, in pineapple, flowering plus synchronizing fruit set is there. Now, in mango, it initiates flowering. In mango, it induces flowering. So flowering concept is clear. Now, it also produces female flower in cucumber. In cucumber, increase female flower. Check the last line of 250 page of ethylene. Increase female flower. Female flower is increased because of the ethylene. So in flowering, you have to remember the examples, that is pineapple, your mango and cucumber. With pineapple, auxin is also example there, but you have to remember, if they give you synchronized fruit set, then your option will go ethylene. And if they say only promote flowering, then your answer will be going auxin. Is it clear? Now, exposure to ethylene, it promotes epinasty. Epinasty means drooping of leaves and flowers. So drooping of leaves and flowers. And why it is going on? Because of the unequal growth of the two surface. If you know leaf is having, let us assume this is a leaf, it is having upper surface. Okay, upper surface is there and lower surface is there. This is lower surface. You can imagine this is a 2D structure, but you can imagine upper and lower surface leaf is having. So upper surface growth is more. When upper surface is growing more, obviously the drooping of the leaf will be there or not. This way it will be drooping or not. Is it clear? So drooping of the leaf is because of the growth of the upper surface. Shows more growth. So apinesty is also because of it. Now, next is your apogeotropism. Apogeotropism. It means when you apply the ethylene, it is free from the effect of gravity. You can see ethylene decrease the sensitivity of root to gravity. Decrease the sensitivity of root to gravity. That is why if you see it is able to promote the lateral roots growth, because lateral root growth will not be going directly towards gravity, they'll be on the side also. Okay, so it is helping in increasing the lateral root growth, and that is why we say it is making them free from the effect of gravity. Now let us study where we apply them, applications. Now see, first of all, for ethylene, we say it regulates many physiological process. It regulates many physiological process. And because of this, because it regulates many physiological process, it is one of the most widely used PGR in agriculture. It is one of the most widely used PGR in agriculture. Now here I'll just try to focus with respect to oxygen again. See this here, we say oxygen is used extensively in agriculture and horticulture practice. Oxygen is used extensively in agriculture and horticulture practice. So you have to remember when you're solving the question what they are asking. If they ask you only agriculture, most widely used PGR in agriculture, then your answer will go ethylene. And if they say that we are using in horticulture plus agriculture both, then your answer will go oxygen. So you have to remember carefully when you are selecting the options. So I'm just giving you comparison to make your topic easy and clear to you. Now, ethylene is actually, see one thing, ethylene is applied in the form of ethepon. So most widely used compound for the source of ethylene is ethepon. So most widely used compound for ethylene. Sorry, once again mistake. Is ethepon. Is it clear? So this is the most widely used compound for ethylene. And if you see ethepon is aqueous solution, in an aqueous solution, it will be absorbed and it will be transported within the plants and it will release ethylene slowly. So this is the application we are using it. Now another application where we use it, we are using in the agriculture and horticulture, sorry, in agriculture we use it more. We are using it for fruit ripening, okay, We are using for abscission also, and for promoting the female flower. So let me make a point for you. Wait. So we are using them for fruit ripening, and especially fruit ripening for the tomatoes and apples. Tomato and apple. Please remember this question. Then we are using for abscission to for we will do the abscission of few fruits like your cotton, cherry, and walnut. And for flowering, increase female flower, okay, female flower in cucumber. So we are doing the use of ethylene in this area. Now let me give you the mind map of what the topic we have discussed today in this video. Now see, this is the mind map. We have studied that ethylene will be occurring in the tissue which are undergoing senescence and in the ripened fruit. And its function is key to showing the triple response, means transverse growth. It is responsible for senescence, abscission, fruit ripening, breaking of dormancy, elongation, root and root hair formation also, and flowering. And its uses will be fruit ripening, abscission, and increase in the female flower. And let me just add one more here. If they ask you bioassay, what is a bioassay for ethylene, then your answer will be triple response. Is it clear? The bioassay for ethylene will be triple response. What we have studied in the first function of the ethylene. So triple response, this is the only answer you have to select. So I hope this video will help you to unlearn the ethylene topic easily, and I've covered all the points from the NCERT so that you should be having a command over the NCERT. Thanks for watching.